very much. So we move on to a six-woman tag match. It's Oedo Tai's Momo, Watanabe, Natsuko, Tora, and Ruaka this time, taking on Donna Del Mondo's Giulia, Himeka, and Maika. Great wrestling by Maika and Momo at the start of this. But Tora just like, I'm going to interfere, and it all just breaks down. And everybody fights to the floor as usual.
Yeah, yeah, but come on. I mean, Giulia taking it from the champ, teaching these young guns what they need to do to keep up with the champ. She made Ruaka work
Yeah, she made a
doing
run around the building.
laps.
She made a run around that building.
She did, and poor Ruaka. I mean, as a girl who's not so good at my cardio, I relate entirely to this poor girl just chasing down the champion who's almost lapping her. I loved it. Yeah, this was a really fun one. I really feel the combination of Ruaka and Tora is just a really indomitable force in Stardom right now. You got two of the biggest powerhouses, and arguably Ruaka, or not Ruaka, Tora, teaching Ruaka very well all those little dirty tricks that she knows, and Ruaka learning very quickly. These two work so well together. Um, you were saying that you thought that maybe Ami and Mirai could be the ones to take the Goddess of Stardom championships. I'm actually putting my money on BMI.
Yeah, because I
Um,
think the BMI is the next challengers, right?
they are, and with how dominant, especially in this match, that they were, and unapologetic about it too, especially with that finish. Um, yeah, this was crazy. There, that cannonball crossbody on that bottom rope that Tora and Ruaka do. I
I
don't know
love
how
it.
anyone survives that. Like that's some like my back hurts watching it, let alone how it must feel taking it.
Yeah, I gotta give props though too. There's a great double team spot from Giulia and Himeka
Mm,
where like Himeka had her in the choke slam, kind of lifted her, and Julie almost hit like a zigzag, like Dolph
mhm.
Ziggler when he comes up and he pulls the person down by the back of their
Yep,
neck.
yep.
Like she did that while Himeka was hitting the choke slam, and they did it as like a double team. I absolutely love that.
Oh
I
yeah.
made sure I noted that because I was like, oh, that looked cool. Like it's just a nice, like I've
Oh
never
yeah.
seen. I've
Yeah.
personally never noticed that combo move from the team, but again, establishing more stuff. But Himeka's gonna leave, and I hope they get Lady C and she can do that move with Lady C. But come on. But I
Hopefully
really
she
love
does
that.
do the choke slam.
But the finish did come with the pipe and bat sandwich by Tora and Momo to Himeka, but then Ruaka just comes in with the case in front of the ref and just cracks Himeka in the head, and the match is tossed out, and DDM wins by DQ. I was a little annoyed by that finish.
I was also, but then knowing how the next night turned out, it to me it makes a little bit of sense
Mm.
because we can't have the retiree winning everything, straight up everything.
And
And
I don't think you don't want this Oedo Tai team to take a loss. I think personally right now, especially going into
um,
what they're going into.
there's so much, yeah, looking at both teams, both had so much to lose with a pinfall or submission win. They
Mm.
needed the time limit draw or DQ. And I feel based on that the match did end appropriately. Though as it was happening, yes, I was like, "What the flying fudge muffins is happening? Why
Fudge muffins.
fudge muffins?"
But we move on to another six-woman tag: Queen's Quest Azumi, Saya Kamitani, and Utami Hayashishita taking on stars Hazuki, Koguma, and Mayu Iwatani. Again, Saya and Hazuki, that nice little exchange from the two of them at the start, man.
Mhm,
Like they're building up for March 4th. Like I
mhm,
guess for us
mhm.
personally, the date's already passed. We haven't seen the show yet because it's not on Stardom-World yet. I'll send you a link later because I found a way to watch it already.
Yes.
But this I thought when Azumi and Koguma got in there, I found those two were really like again, it's that high speed division thing. Those two move so quickly with each other, absolutely
Mhm.
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. I really enjoyed the tricking. trickery at the beginning. You almost thought Asmi was gonna do the full ears, and punch you in the stomach. It was great. I loved it. And again, like Queen's Quest has just become known for tricking stars in this manner. Where again, Asmi starts sending Koguma through the ropes, in comes Kamitani and Utami to help put down Koguma. It was so nice. I really, really enjoyed it. Though Koguma again running away. Chasing happening all over the place. It just, yo, stay in the ring. I get that COVID is kind of like releasing protocols and stuff, but like, stay in the ring, woman. Not everyone needs their cardio. Although Asumi didn't have too much of a problem taking up with that. Utami, this is why Utami is my favorite. She just comes in like a wrecking ball every single time she comes into the ring. She really is. She's Miley Cyrus, man. She comes in
Every
like
time somebody says
ball.
don't get us copyright strike. Come
on. There's no way. I sounded like a dying cat there, my friend. Yeah, her shoulder blocks. Utami's shoulder blocks, absolutely dominant. You get hit by those things. It's like hitting a brick wall, it looks like. Overpowering Koguma and Hazuki, both fairly quickly and readily. Hazuki's dive to the outside there takes out everybody and their dog. It was great.
I didn't see a dog.
Look harder. Yeah, that was it. This match was so much fun. I love watching these two teams fight off against each other. Mayu and Utami have a very, very good chemistry also that I really, really enjoy. Utami, her release Germans are just they look brutal, but Mayu takes them and loves taking them seemingly so well. She just the chemistry that those two have in ring is actually just so good. I feel the combination of Utami's just throw it into the wind and Mayu just loving being thrown into the wind makes for a really, really good wrestling match between these two. Andre, what do you think?
I thought absolutely
at my descriptions.
Well, it's just some of the I'm sorry. It's the way you describe certain things. All these women were absolutely phenomenally good. But like, again, my biggest takeaway from this match is how Hazuki and Saya Kamitani work together, like how they wrestle each other. That was so much of this is in the way that each one is figuring out reversals for the other. Hazuki, though, getting that code breaker out of the corner, where she Saya was set up in that Shattered Dream styles position, and Hazuki code breaking her out of that corner. I absolutely loved it. But the finish, though, Hazuki getting a brain buster and going for the pin as the bell rings for the expired time. So she gets up and hits another brain buster on Saya Kamitani just to rub it in a little. Like,
because FTW.
Is she hanging out with Hook now?
I mean, her fighting style might suggest, maybe.
But absolutely phenomenal from all six of these women. They all do such an amazing job in here.
100%.
So we're going to move on to the main event of the second night, and it is a six-woman tag match: Cosmic Angels, Natsuko, Tam Nakano, Waka Tsukiyama versus God's Eyes, Sohrei, Mirai, and Syuri. Again, this is where I really noted when I noted it is that the fact is, like, especially in a main event, putting Waka in there, you're like, oh, okay, so God's Eyes winning the main event. When it's a second or third match on the show, I'm not as bought. Like it kind of go, yeah, but I can live with it. When it's your main event and Waka's in there, I would have not to shit on Waka at all, but it's just it takes a little bit away from the main event for me because I'm like, I know where the finish is going, and this is the match you're supposed to have been building to all night, right? And I'm like, oh, so Waka's losing in the main event. Okay. It's just a personal feeling. Again, like I said, I don't hate. Yeah, but again, this whole match was absolutely amazing. I praise Natsuko every time I watch her. She is so smooth in this ring. Like her transitions through moves, her flow through, her springboards, her jumps off the top. Everything is so smooth. It doesn't feel. It feels like she's not even thinking as she does it. It's like go 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 go, and she's just so good. And then the Ami and Mirai shot our machine gun chops. To Waka just tenderizing them titties, like just taking it.
Thing. Come on,
We're taking a turn for me, but it just working that girl over, absolutely phenomenal.
Mirai
Mirai with
start humming the Powerpuff Girls song every time you see the machine gun chops.
I don't know the song well enough. That's the problem. Again, I skip intros. Remember that.
Now the Powerpuff Girls.
I
know what you're going to be watching this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll fast forward through the intro and watch Powerpuff. What I'm watching this afternoon is AEW Revolution, but
that's unfortunate.
We are recording this on Sunday, May 5th. But I love great show. But Mirai, that Vader bomb elbow that she does, I love the kind of just because setting for Vader comes off and then the twist in the air into the elbow. I love her taking something established, but then giving it her own little twist, literally her own little twist. But I absolutely touch with flair. Her touch with flair, I absolutely loved it. But in the end, Mirai gets a huge lariat for 2, does an airplane spin into the Miramare shock for the win, otherwise known as the cradle shock. But into the Miramare shock, gets the win on Waka Tsukiyama. Great match overall from all 6 of these women.
100%. Yeah, Waka fought so hard from start to finish in this one, but that end bit with Mirai was no more fun and games. Mirai went into angry bubbles mode. That's the Powerpuff Girl she is. She went into angry bubbles mode, and she knocked the head off of Waka there. I definitely felt that the ending sequence there was maybe a bit much for little Waka to handle there. But man, I have to agree. I didn't really feel that this match maybe should have been the main event. It could have been a semi-main. I could have dealt with the match before being the main event. But this one was it was a predictable one for me.
And I get it when you're looking at a WrestleMania card or something. Sometimes you can predict what the main event is, but at least it's that big built-up match. But you never know for sure, right? Where you look at this card and you go, oh, well, God's Eye's winning. Waka's taking the loss. You know that's what the finish is, so you're just like, So it just takes it away a little bit there, in my personal opinion.
I agree.